Hey everybody, I'm Dionyos.
And I'm Nicole.
And together, we're the
Unified
Unified Couple. We had to shoot this video today because we just left the Max Performance Mastercourse webinar. How many hours was that?
About 8.
8 hours. Did it seem like it was 8?
No, it really didn't. I mean, I kept saying like, oh, that's it. Each time a person came on, it's like, man, you want some more and some more, some more. But you know, it was free, so we got a lot from it by being free.
And if you guys didn't get an opportunity to get it for free, they might have to pay.
Might.
Well, anyway, what we want to do is give a real quick review. I mean, this was put on by David Wood and the founders at Empower Network / Project Titan. And Will Wood, what can you say about Will?
He is amazing. I mean, we've had a couple of sessions with him, and he has helped us out a lot. I mean, the knowledge that he has, but not just the knowledge, it's the compassion that you feel that he really and truly wants to help you. And it's just, even when he speaks to you and he makes eye contact, when I say eye contact with you, and you know he's not just speaking to your eyes, he's actually speaking to your spirit. And that's something that I really admire about Will. And he knows what he's doing too, so you know that helps.
Oh yeah, it helps awful lot. I mean, the speakers that they had on the panel today was, I mean, like second to none, and the value that they were pouring out of their hearts, it was just priceless. It really was priceless. I mean, I think what we're sharing with and what we're learning with the Max Performance Master Course is unheard of. It's like pretty legendary, to say the least. And
it's something that you're not going to find this on the internet, to to have the expertise. And I was always taught you learn from other people's mistakes. That's how you learn it faster. You get the results faster because you listen to a person's stories and you listen to what bumps that they hit when they were going on the road to the journey of the destination that you want to go to. They've already traveled that road. So if they're telling you where the pitfalls are and the potholes, and don't turn down this road when you there's a fork in the road, go left, don't go right, because they figured it out. And so it's best to pick up that roadmap when someone else has already done the hard work. So all you have to do is follow the map to the treasure.
And that's basically what today was. I mean, it really was a roadmap that was laid out by the company. Now, to talk about the speakers, the first speaker that Will brought out was Farzana.
Yes.
Wonderful spirit, great heart. I mean, and one thing I took from her is tell the truth about your business. I mean, be who you are. Be truly genuine with your customers, because it's a cliche. They don't know, they don't care what you know. They only care how much you care about them. Mm-hmm. But to hear it in such a powerful way, that in order for you to really help your client, you have to be real yourself, and then sit down with them and see what it is that they really need help with and how you can give them that solution. And that was one of the things that she shared.
Yeah, being on the internet, you have a lot of robots, a lot of automated systems out there, and people just don't have time to be social on social media. But if you really want to succeed in your business, you have to be social. And that was something that we learned, that we were looking at the gadgets and the tricks and the tips, and oh, this is what I did, and I'm not saying it doesn't work for some people, but it does. But it takes the social out of social media. It makes you seem like a robot. And so she talked about Twitter,
right?
And when she first they wanted to know about Twitter, she didn't know, like most people don't really know or understand Twitter. But as she took the time to be on Twitter and making the comments. I like the fact she said that, you only have like 140 characters.
140 characters to market yourself.
Right, and it makes you go straight to the point.
Right.
And, that was something that helped her. But I like when she said she touched, what's the word that she used?
Well, she said she likes to shake hands.
Yeah, she shake hands with those that, like her tweets or give a comment or something to that nature. And she has met people that she would consider her friends. Now, she's never met them face to face, but because they have that communication through Twitter, that it makes her seem like a real person. Even the people that she's talking to, she has an audience.
I like one thing she said about social media when she asked who thinks they have competition on social media, and people we were raising our hands, and she really brought it home when she was like, you don't have any competition, you really have a community. Mm-hmm. So when there's somebody on Twitter that has a following, and then you reach out and you extend your hand and you follow them and they follow you back, go into their community, shake hands with people in their community. And when you shake hands with people in their community, you're not developing competition, you're actually enlarging your community, and you share value. Every time, and the point that she made was always share value. If your niche is to always do wisdom, then always do wisdom. Don't do wisdom and then the next day you turn around and you do something that's totally on the
talk
other
about
end of the
popcorn
spectrum.
or something like that.
Right, stay right with that lane. And one really thing, if I didn't want to switch gears, that she said was, if you're having frustration in your life, mm-hmm. but you are in the business of helping people, leave your frustration that you're having at the door, because mm-hmm. your solution is to help them with their problem. And if you take your mind off of your frustration and you focus on your client, then what you're really focusing on is the solution of how you can help them. So
absolutely.
That's what Farzana left with me. That's what she left. Any lasting things that she left with you?
It was just how caring she is, and you can actually just tell through, the way that she spoke about her clients and spoke about the people on Twitter, and it didn't matter if she didn't meet them face to face, that they had a place in her heart. And so that was something that really took me back to, really what social media is supposed to do. It's supposed to be a way to connect with people that you wouldn't normally connect with in your day-to-day life where you live. You're connecting with people all around the world. So to look at social media in a different light, that's something that, I took away from it.
That was awesome. And that was just one speaker, guys. I mean, like I said, this thing went on for 8 hours, and there was tons and tons of value that was poured out. The next speaker we had was Rich Sheffrin. Mm-hmm. I didn't give Farzana's name, Farzana Jafar Jarez, if I'm saying it right. If I'm butchering your name, please, Farzana, forgive me. Farzana Jafar Jarez. And I believe that I said that right. But next was Rich Schaefer. And he really brought marketing home. Mm-hmm. And when we think about marketing, like, okay, what is marketing? And the definition that he gave for marketing was, it was elementary. The purpose of marketing is to sell your product.
And I like the way that he compared, he's like marketing and sales are two different things. And a lot of people combine them. See, I don't like sales. I don't like being salesy or anything like that. So when he said that, it was like the light bulb was like ding, because I've seen so much people take sales and marketing and mix it. And so, some of the things that I do to do what the teachers do, mm-hmm. it kind of cringed. But when he said that, I was like, now my marketing is not going to be salesy. It's just going to be marketing. And that was one of the things, I took a lot of things from it. That was one of the things that I really was like, light bulb.
Right. And in his marketing was focused on the solution mm-hmm. for your customer. Everybody
Absolutely.
has to have a niche. And once you know what your niche market is, then you have to find out what's the problem in that market. And then once you identify what the problem is, he basically taught you to just delve into that solution. and be the solution for your client. That's your marketing. You're marketing the solution. And once you market the solution to your customer, the sale is done automatically because they want the solution that you have to their problem. So in a nutshell, I mean, he brought it home for me as far as stop just throwing stuff up on the wall. Dave says it all the time. Stop throwing stuff on the wall and seeing
And who
if it
else
sticks.
says it?
Mama Chef says that as well. Stop throwing stuff up on the wall
See what stick.
and talk to your audience. So that was, I mean, it was just value nugget after nugget. And is there anything else that you picked up from him that you wanted to share?
Now, one thing I got with Rich, it wasn't that he was saying, oh, this is my passion, this is something I really want to go after. It was more so he went to help his family. And in the midst of helping his family, he's already had it in his heart to help people. And his family was in a time of need, and he helped them. But in the midst of that, he figured out, man, I'm good at this. Maybe I should, look in on this and keep going. And so that's sometimes that because it's so natural to a lot of us to help people. I've been helping people since I was a kid.
Right. We've been, since high school. We've been since way back then. We just got out of high school a couple of months ago, so we're really not, that old.
Anyway, even though I didn't recognize that as a gift to help, and it was always one little section that people, females really, come to me to help with their relationships. I don't know if they named me Mama Relationship. I guess I have no idea, but it
might have been your calling.
And from hearing his story, it made me resonate why I want to help married couples.
Right. I mean, like I said, discover your value, find out your strengths, and then discover why would people pay you for that. And in doing that, that brought us to us being a unified couple. I mean, that's another story. You stick around, you'll hear it, but we're talking about the max performance today. So, but he definitely took it away from being salesy, and he put the emotion into it. And that's what you have to do. You have to be emotionally attached to the people that you are servicing. You have to provide a true service to your customers, and don't look at people as a sale. People are people, and you have to respect them as such.
Yeah, there's another thing I got from him was he took his gift that he has in a couple of areas, and he combined them. So that also, opened up eyes for me to say, like he said, Mama Chef, but to take my gifts and to combine it. And even, even though I'm going down a different road for a second, Will had mentioned that too when he was saying that whatever avenue that you use, and he said cooking, anybody talk about food, my ears go up. And it made me, it was like, wow, I can combine these to be specific for me, but be specific for my clients.
Right.
So, that was something that was a aha moment.
Correct. Next, we went to like technical side of it because, you got emotion in it. You have to be where your heart is. You definitely have to do that. But because we're in business and we're using technology, we had to talk technology. So that brought Shantae into the business, Shantae Schroeder. And Shantae, she talked about Google AdWords and how to actually Google keyword search and how to make sure the words that you're talking about to your client are relevant.
Yeah, I'm going to let D take care of that because he's the nerd and the techie. So anytime we got something to search with AdWords, I'm like, honey, it's his turn.
Well, Shantae, she poured into me today, and I'm going to share with you, but I'm not going to give you everything that she shared because you have to get the product to get it. But I'll give you this. If you didn't know, you can go to Google AdWords and it's free. So, you have your short keywords, and like for an example that she gave us, Nike shoes. So you can search Nike shoes, and then you can search Nike shoes cross trainers. And then you have Nike shoes cross trainers Air Shocks 5.0. Those are 3 different keywords that you're looking for, and the last one is long tail because it's more than 4 words there. Now, when you're searching these, it's basically, telling you how many people are searching for these words, right? But she gave us a twist in there, which will show you how to take that long tail keyword and make it where the people that are really searching for it have higher value, and you can use that key that she taught us to make sure that when you're writing a post on your blog, or if you're doing a lead capture page, or any of that to attract business or clients, that little twist in Google AdWords is going to make sure that when they search that in Google, they'll find you. You want that secret?
Now, translation. Translation. For those of us that are not that techie. She made it where even a person like myself can do it. So, don't be afraid of all that stuff that he said. But she broke it down where even the non-techie could use this to build their business. So don't be afraid of the computer. Don't be afraid of the AdWords. But in order to get that, you got to get the max.
Absolutely. See, she did say something. She did. No. But the next speaker that we had, legendary friend of mine, actually, Ray Higdon. Actually, I've known Ray since 2011. We've been friends since 2011. I've seen him where he was in 2011 to where he is today. And all I can say is what I took from him is start from where you are. Mm-hmm. Use everything that you have where you are right now. If you learn it, do it and teach it. All at the same time. It doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. If you learn something, if you're looking at this and you learn something, if you were writing down notes and you learned something today, apply it today, and then you go and you teach it. Mm-hmm. Doing that has gotten Ray the results that he has to this day. I mean, he's a world-renowned coach.
Yes, he is. But he started in the network marketing realm.
Correct.
And so, like so many people, they look at that industry, our industry, and they looked at it as a way of help, a ray of hope. Mm-hmm. And because he took the steps in order to use that ray of hope to pull him out of his dire situation, and now he's a $1 million earner. Multi-million-dollar earner. And he has now left the industry, but he's coaching those that are in the industry. And so many people look at network marketing as a no-no industry.
A taboo.
Yeah, that you're going to get hurt and scammed. And I'm not saying that there's not no skeezy places out there. But I'm not saying that there's no skeezy places in corporate America either.
Hey.
Work this on too. I know you did too.
Right.
But for him to take, him and a lot of other people have had success. They're the ray of hope. Yes. For those who are looking for a way to get out of the muck that they're in. And so when he told his story, it touched my heart. Mm-hmm. Because there's so many people that's in this situation.
Correct.
And you're putting out the help for them. And even, the creator the founder of our company, same thing.
Yes.
Ray of hope.
Yes.
And this industry pulled him out of a van on the beach of Hawaii. Now, he was on Hawaii, but he still was on
1996 Dodge Caravan.
He was in a van.
A green one.
But the industry gave him a ray of hope. And because he latched on to that hope,
yes,
he's now doing the same thing. Teaching others to latch on to the hope and giving training, just like Max Performance.
Right.
And it's like, grab onto that ray of hope.
And don't let go.
No.
Don't let go.
And there's so many people who have not let go that are out of the muck.
Yes, absolutely. And one thing that he said that resonated with me, because we're talking about the coaching industry, and he is a prolific coach. Mm-hmm. if you are looking to work with clients, one thing that he said was pre-qualify them.
Yes. Now, putting out there that you're the newbie, you're setting yourself up, or you're putting a limitation on your ability. Don't do that.
No, you shouldn't do that, because especially in our industry with the max that we have, I mean, we have a game plan that helps a person who's just gotten started. We won't use the newbie term.
Which
But
is
for
not
a
the
person-
game plan. We got the community.
Right.
So you have the support. So you're not a newbie.
No, you're not. You have the ability to, what we call, be a master inviter. You invite people to the community so that they can learn from professionals and people that have the experience and have been through everything that the person that you're talking to has already been through and can relate to them. Even if you don't personally have something you can relate to with them, somebody in the community does.
Absolutely. And just don't put that limitation on yourself. You have greatness within you.
Absolutely.
And your greatness just needs to be fed.
And that's who we're talking to. That greatness that's lying within you.
That's waiting to be unleashed, to let you calm down and let it run and roam and be who it's always meant to be.
Absolutely. Because it's there. And the reason that you're watching this is because you know it's there and it has to be unleashed. Now, here's what we want you to do before we talk about the next person. Can we give them permission to let their new inner person be released?
Absolutely. You have to give yourself permission. You've been denied. Society has told you, family has told you, no, no, no. We hear more no than we hear yes,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We've been told, no, you can't act this way. You can't talk this way. You can't. We hear that so much that we don't give ourselves permission to be who we are.
So right now, repeat after me. I give myself permission
I give myself permission
to be the best me
to be the best me
that I was born to be.
that I was born to be.
Walk in it, believe it, and know it. That old person, shed them. Walk into the best you that you were born to be.
Absolutely.
The next speaker, ball of fire. Ball of energy.
Adorable.
Therese is just, when she got started and she opened, what did she say? She said, what she said about the mind?
It's not your friend.
See, my mind just got in the way. Your mind is not your friend.
And I needed to hear that because my man always, butting in when they ain't got no business to butt in. But to tell it, I love when she go, zip, you are not my friend. And I love that. It's just, we are our own worst enemy.
Absolutely.
We talk ourselves out of so many things that the first thought is,
I don't think it's
need
gonna
this.
work. I don't think it's gonna work for me. I don't even know why I've been watching these guys, giving me all this value for 20 minutes. It's not gonna work for me. That's your mind.
Your mind is not your friend.
Take action, and take imperfect action. When you take imperfect action, you have no time to think about you can't do it, because you are doing it. Your subconscious is finding out a way how you can make this work, because your paradigm has moved that way and said, yes, we're going to make it happen. We're going to do it. Your mind is always in the way. Your subconscious is like, if you believe it, let's make it happen. And that's what she poured into us today. She talked about the power of a product.
Absolutely. You have a product in you right now. And you just don't know how to get it out, how to put it together.
How to package it.
It's right, because your mind keep telling you don't nobody want it. Zip, your mind's not your friend.
What's really crazy about it is everybody has a gift in them that the world needs.
Absolutely. Somebody is waiting for you.
And if you don't know how to package it, price it, then you need to get the Max Performance Master Course, because Therese showed us step by step how to do that.
It was something that she did that really resonated with me when talking about pricing, and to be so excited about the product. But then when it's time to say the money part, get kind of nervous or push back. But that could be the reason why it was stopping sales to completely come through. She talked about a young lady who was phenomenal. Her product was phenomenal. But then when she said the price, it was a pushback. And she could not understand what was blocking. It's the pushback. Now she did give a little exercise.
Okay.
What I thought was wonderful. I'm not going to tell you yet by Max. And, just so you can see it.
Right.
But to have that moment to say, oh, well, this is what it is. Okay, I resonate with this, or I don't resonate with that. That was wonderful. And it was not just myself, but even the audience, when they went through the exercise,
yes.
all you heard was, oh, wow. Really? By the Max, and you will see.
Now, I'm gonna give you a nugget. What makes this? I love this analogy. Picture yourself and what you offer, and you got 100 of you all in one room. What would make me want to work with you out of the other 99 people? And the answer to that is, think back in your life and find that one thing that would make a person say, you know what? Now that's pretty cool. When you find that, what other people will find pretty cool about you, you grab it, you latch on it, and that is what makes you different than those other 99 people. And
don't listen to your mind, because it's not your friend.
Right. Right. For example, I was in kindergarten. I think everybody had that experience being in kindergarten, right? Well, 5 years old. And I was walking to school by myself. I didn't stay too far from the school, man. His mom didn't walk him to school in kindergarten. Didn't live too far. So crossed the street to go to school. And when I was going into the school, the lady at the front door, she closed the door while I was walking up to the school door. So what did I do?
Turn around and wave home?
No.
Oh.
I kept on walking past the school, and I walked to my grandmama's house. Now.
No, tell them how far that is from the school.
Okay. If you're from Chicago, the school was on 88th and Commercial. 88th and Commercial over East. My grandma lives on 98th and Yates. So from Commercial to Yates is probably about 4 miles east to west. And then I walked from 88th to 98th to her house on Yates.
That's 10 blocks.
So probably about 6 miles, 6.5 miles at 5 years old, I walked to my grandma's house. And when I got to her door, she opening the door and she's looking in the parking lot like, okay, where your mom at? Where's the car at? How'd you get here? And I said, I walked. 5 years old, walked 6+ miles to grandma's house. Now, is that cool? Or is that crazy? I'll let you decide. But
that's a switch moment. And if y'all know, I guess I'm telling my age, but he'd have been picking a switch.
But yeah, those are things that make people say, wow, it takes you back. I think about that now, like that was very dangerous. But
his determination to get to his grandmother's house, his memory, to remember where his grandmother lived by going in a car, but he's walking. And so taking those, the gifts that he had from just that small moment and realizing like, okay, anybody else would have just walked up to the door and banged on the door, so I don't know what he was thinking. But for him to just say, okay, I'm going to see my grandmother.
That was my entrepreneurial mindset. I was setting things in motion. And, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it was, but I was on an adventure. And the young kid in me set out on an adventure. And I survived that journey. And that's basically what the Max Performance, it boils down to. This is a journey that you guys are on. You don't say, okay, I made it to this point and then I stopped. No, success is an everlasting, ongoing journey. Because once you reach $10,000 a month, you're like, oh, this is the lifestyle of $10,000 a month? This is nothing. Then you have to go
I won't say nothing, but
Well, no,
if you're not moving, you're dead.
Right, to be still is to be
You're
dead.
So you make.
I'm not right. I retract my statement. Just $10,000 a month is a lot of income for a lot of people.
That will take.
And I really don't want to talk about income here because results aren't typical, and
right.
Income disclosure. Which one? www.projecttitan.com/income disclosure. So that is for that, but I don't want to make any income claims with this because we're talking about coaching and how we impact the lives of other people. And that's what we're talking about. But we can switch gears and talk about the Kalatu Cloud and what Michelle talked about.
Absolutely, and she's another one that's adorable. What I heard Michelle saying, even before we get into Kalatu Cloud, was being in the marketing space and helping companies and business owners and entrepreneurs set up their marketing, whether it's the autoresponder, the customer response management, and anything that web host, video hosting, and all of the things that you need to do marketing online. She set those things up, but her fear was that she had with her customers was after she set everything up, and they pay a pretty penny to set it up. She has to come back and she has to teach them how to maintain it, because sometimes you get kicked out. Sometimes, if you all understand all these autoresponders and everything, you understand that everything, once you set it, you can't forget it. Something's gonna go wrong.
Right, there's no set and forget.
Right, and you have to come back.
You're always tweaking.
And so, but what, she was a little nervous about her clients or introducing Kalatu Cloud to her clients, but really, after getting her hands on it, this is something that she sees as so simple. And it's so simple that for her clients to maintain, to go to one house. We know shopping. Okay, we're going back to food. How wonderful is it to go to one grocery store?
Awesome.
To get
me to go with her and go one store, I would love that.
Really?
Yes.
But to go one place, and it has everything you need. It doesn't matter how simple the process, send an email. How simple that is. But then how more intricate to send a video in an email or send an audio.
That's crazy.
Or to create a campaign and it's so much that's in one place. You logged into one place. Before you had 10, 12 tabs open because you got to bounce back and forth. But to have one tab open and do everything all you do is click, 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 click.
Imagine you're an author and you have people that buy your books and you wanted to send them an excerpt of your book. With the cloud, you can record yourself reading that excerpt from your book and send it to your list.
Now that's cool.
And then have them order it directly from inside of that, because integrated in there, you can have your PayPal.
It take money too.
So you can actually shoot a video, record a video, and send it out. Say, for example, you owned a store, and then your customers left, and you asked them for their email address, and they say, "Well, why do you need my email address?" Well, every now and then we do a special promotion for the store, and we wanted to make sure you, as our valued customer, make sure that you get it. You can set it up in the Kalatu Cloud, send it out with a video with the coupon attached to the bottom, and thank them for being a valued customer. Send them the email. They come in with the coupon. Repeat business. You can do this hairstylist. You can do this paint studios. You can do this. Any type of brick and mortar business.
If you need a customer, you need Kalatu Cloud.
Period. Point blank.
And the emails that they're sent out through the cloud, Kalatu Cloud. There's nothing I've seen before. The design and the vibrancy of the colors, and some of them look like a newsletter, or you can have. You can design. They have templates in there, so you really don't have to design anything. You might, if you like red instead of blue, you can just change the color. But other than that,
it's a plug and play
beautiful.
System. It really is.
It's made for you to impress your customers. Because tell me, when they get those emails, they will be impressed.
And because it's cloud-based, if anything changes with the delivery rate of the algorithm of those big companies,
Right.
it changes on the fly, so your delivery rate stays higher than the competitors.
Absolutely.
So-
Get ahead of those competitors now.
That in itself is worth its weight in gold. So, guys, I mean, we talked a lot about the value that we got here.
Well, we got to talk about Will.
Will, what about Dave?
And yes, the dynamic duo.
Well, guys, these guys are brothers.
Yes.
And where there's a Will, there's a Dave.
Okay.
But guys, William is certified in his craft. He's had, Dave talked about how many hours he's had. I want to go into all of his technicals and his credentials, but he's qualified to do what he's doing, and he's going above and beyond to make sure that you guys have a better lifestyle. You're able to attract better clients. You're able to be a better client yourself because of the products that they're offering. And then you have Dave, the $200 million man.
Right. I mean, he could sell your skin off your back. Okay.
Hope you wouldn't.
Not the shirt, but no, it's the skill that he has. But one thing that resonated with me about Dave, and you know, he didn't say that, oh well, this is just my brother and we're doing it. I mean, it helps. You know, they know each other, but Dave will pay Will
for service
when he needs help. He gets stuck or something, and he will pay Will for something. Now that resonates when you're brother.
Yes.
They don't call you and say, "Can I get the brother deal?
Right.
Can I get the wood deal?"
Because you're actually qualified and you deserve what you're charging.
Mm-hmm. And they respect each other and each other's craft. And you know, to have, you know, you're not a prophet in your own house. And so to have someone from your own house to say that you are not just qualified, highly qualified,
Yes.
above and beyond qualified to do what you train to do.
Correct.
On a level that has transformed thousands of lives, and he's touched people around the world. And so to have that skill and expertise to pour into you and to teach you how to
And merge that.
Yes.
And
to
put
put
that
that
into
together.
a product that this world has never seen. Like, people always say the network marketing industry. But what William and Wood and the rest of the team has put together, they've created an entirely new industry.
Absolutely, because it goes beyond network marketing. It goes to the brick and mortar. It goes to the mom and pop who wants to get customers. Now, your customers, now don't be in denial, your customers are on the internet.
Yes, they are.
They on the internet all
Probably
day.
on Facebook.
I mean, what Facebook has 1.5 billion a month that just come to them, and to have customers in your neighborhood, in your 10-mile radius, they're on social media.
Yes.
They're on the internet, and these smartphones, they made them smart for a reason.
Absolutely.
You are connected to the internet all day long. And so to have that...
Yeah, and people tell me all the time, well, I don't be on Facebook, but you got a phone, you have a smartphone. I know the Facebook app is on your phone, so you
know it is on the front page.
But I say that to say that they've actually launched a new industry, and I like to coin the industry the growth and development industry.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we had 8 hours, so we crammed 8 hours into, I guess, a short amount of window as we could for you guys. But, I mean, I'd like to welcome them to the growth and development industry and to make sure they get the product.
Absolutely. I mean, you, like I said, if you're not growing, you're dead. You have to be moving, and to be able to elevate, and not just elevate in corporate America, elevate in your passion.
Yeah.
You know, that's the open door. We'll say your passion. Now, what they did was turn around and put it in a package where it's easily attainable for whoever wants to unleash the greatness from within. Man, This is something that's really gonna just blow up the internet, the city block, the neighborhood.
The world. So no, guys, make sure that you do whatever it takes to get max performance. You have to do it by any means necessary. With that, I am Dionyos.
And I'm Nicole.
Together, we're the unified couple. See you guys soon.
Bye now.